What if the reason you can't focus isn't because you get distracted easily? What if it's because you're making a few small mistakes before you even start studying? In this video, I'll show you 5 simple changes that can make focusing much easier. Give these a genuine try for the next 7 days, and you may be surprised by how much easier it becomes to stay focused on your work. Because focus isn't something you switch on instantly, it's something you create. Let's start with the first change. 1. Lower the starting line. Many students sit down and immediately think, I need to finish this whole chapter. And suddenly, studying feels like a huge task. Instead, make the goal so small that it's hard to avoid. Tell yourself, I'll study for just 5 minutes. Or, I'll read 1 page. That's it. The goal isn't to finish. The goal is to begin. Because once you start, continuing becomes much easier than starting. Now let's move to the second change. 2. Use a focus target. Most students say, I'm going to study biology, but that's not a target, that's a subject. Your brain focuses better when it knows exactly what it's trying to achieve. Instead, say, I'm going to learn the causes of photosynthesis in the next 20 minutes. Now there's a clear finish line. And clear targets make it easier to stay engaged. The third change is one that many students overlook. 3. Stop studying where you relax. If you always study in the same place where you watch videos, chat with friends, or spend hours doing other things, your brain starts connecting that place with relaxation, not focus. You don't need a separate study room. Even one dedicated corner of your desk can help. The important thing is having a place that tells your brain, this is where I study. Now here's something interesting. Some students seem to get into study mode almost instantly. Why? That brings us to the fourth change. 4. Create a focus trigger. A focus trigger is a small action you do before every study session. Maybe you fill a water bottle, put on your glasses, or quickly organize your desk. The action itself isn't special. The repetition is. When you do the same thing before studying every day, your brain begins to associate that action with focus. And over time, getting started becomes easier. Finally, let's look at the fifth change. 5. Keep only one study material visible. Many students study with multiple books, notebooks, papers, and devices spread across the desk. Even when you're not looking at them, they're competing for your attention. If you're studying math, keep math in front of you. Everything else can wait. A cleaner desk often makes it easier to keep your mind on one thing. So let's quickly recap. Lower the starting line. Use a focus target. Stop studying where you relax. Create a focus trigger. And keep only one study material visible. None of these require more study hours. None of them require special talent. But together, they can make focusing much easier. Today, pick just one of these and try it in your next study session. Not all 5, just 1. Because small changes are easier to stick with. And sometimes, a small change is all it takes to make studying feel completely different.